This is N4NT, and we ask that this frequency remain clear as we conduct the last call. KD4CCO. KD4CCO. My fellow amateurs and members of the Bristol Amateur Radio Club, KD4CCO has not answered his last call. As of July 24th, 2025, KD4CCO Dallas B Cassell Jr. is a silent key. Dallas was a graduate of Marion Senior High School and attended Virginia Highlands and Wytheville community colleges. He was a proud veteran, having served his country in the United States Air Force. Dallas was a senior communications engineer for 40 years with United Telephone, Sprint, and later CenturyLink. He was a car and electronics enthusiast, enjoyed camping, car shows, and traveling. Dallas was a former president of the Mountain Empire Amateur Radio Society. He was also a lifetime member of MERS and the Bristol Amateur Radio Club. He became a ham in 1991 following the footsteps of his uncle, Jake Cassell, W4KON. He was a volunteer examiner responsible for helping many hams become licensed. Dallas left a legacy with our hobby that will last for generations to come. We are forever grateful for the time he spent with us and for knowing such a great person. Long live the memory of KD4CCO. At this time, we will have a moment of silence and then we will start the net. Calling the Bristol 440 net. Calling the Bristol 440 net. This is N4NT. My name is Adam, and I'll be the net control station for this session. The Bristol 440 net meets each Tuesday night at 9 p.m., currently on the 442.200 repeater. This net is affiliated with the Amateur Radio Emergency Services, the National Traffic System, and the Bristol Amateur Radio Club. All amateurs are welcome to check into the net. Are there any announcements or bulletins for the net? Is there any formal or informal traffic for the net? Okay. At this time, we will begin taking check-ins from any mobiles or portables. Any mobiles or portables?
WE4AWJ, Emmett Portable in Bristol.
N4KPX and WD4LXN in Blunsville.
Okay, let me, the last one that checked in, the N4 call, I got Pat's call there. What was the N4 call? What was the rest of yours?
N4KPX, Kilo Papa X-ray.
Okay, I got it that time. I think I misheard and put a S in there, but we've got you. I got Emmett, WE4AWJ, and also Pat, WD4LXN. Any other mobiles or portables?
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo Uniform Yankee, Todd at Jonesboro.
Okay, Todd, got you on the list there. Let's go ahead and we'll run back for some comments from our mobile portable stations. We'll begin with Emmett, WE4AWJ. Good evening, Emmett.
Well, good evening. And it's a sad day to hear that Dallas has left our radio community. I know it's a sad thing for his family, and our hearts go out to him. Of course, I know he's in a better place, and he knew who he believed in. But I count Dallas in, and we've lost another good man in our radio club. He was always very giving, supportive, working hard, teaching, also willing to help anybody that he could. I count him as a friend, and he's going to definitely be missed. So our prayers and our thoughts goes to the family. And with that, I'll say 73s to everyone and turn it back to net control. This is W.
For those he was there to help anyone that I took as president of both clubs at one point in different times, and he was always right there on the front line to help and do things, and certainly will be missed. Up next we had N4KPX and WD4LXN checking in together. Pat and Lori, y'all have any comments for the net?
Well, Adam, we're tag teaming it tonight. So,
yeah, Pat, you dropped out there. I don't know, battery or something. It cut off all of a sudden. Okay, well we'll move on for now, and then if you can hear us, Pat, if you get back in there, just jump back in wherever you can, and we'll make you a priority there. But let's go to KO4RUI, Todd. Good evening, Todd. Okay, well hopefully the dropout's not on my end, but maybe he was in and out as well. So we'll go ahead and open the floor up for regular check-ins. Any check-ins, please call now.
Kilo 4 X-ray, Mike November, Chris, Bristol, Tennessee.
KO4 VG, Adam, check me in and out. 4 Hotel Alpha Yankee, Frank in Bonneville.
Dwayne in Bristol.
Hello, Delta 4, Delta Whiskey Bravo, Bonnie, Bristol.
All right, let me go back over these. I got a little behind there for a second, but I think my old dispatcher memory kicked in and got me through. I had K4XMN, got you in there. There was a double with Chris, so if I miss you on these next few, then we'll give you a chance here in just a second. KO4EVG, Chester, got you in and out. Thanks for checking in tonight. W4HAY, got you checked in. KD4NT, KD4WMX, and KD4DWB. Was there any other check-in?
N4 Gerald in Abington, check me out, please.
KQ4 IHI, calling Meadowview, in and out.
Number 4 Tango Lima Bravo, Lesson Johnson City. KR4COF Salmon, 7 Mile Forward.
All right, let me run back over these real quick, and then we'll go for some comments. Had N4 GNG, Gerald, got you checked in and out. Thanks for checking in, and also KQ4 IHI, Paul checked in and out tonight. So thanks for checking in. We'll be back for some comments from N4 TLB and KR4 COF. Let's run back up to the top of the list. If you're out there, I did hear another double, but I think I may have got both of them on that one. But if I didn't, if you're waiting to check in, we'll take another round here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and do some comments for now. And we'll go next to K4XMN. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Adam. Yeah, it's a sad day for everybody. We definitely have lost a good one. I remember years ago when I met Dallas, he was always very helpful with new hands, always definitely big into the hobby, and definitely somebody that you could look up to. Definitely an Elmer for sure, especially if you wanted to get into APRS. That was his big thing he loved. And he taught us a lot about it, and he definitely was someone who loved to be out there. And I remember many a field days he would come out when we were with Mears and come up and set up APRS, and he would be on it all day long, and that was one thing he truly loved. So and he definitely will be missed. So our hearts and prayers go out to the family, and if there's anything they need, any of us would feel free to ask anytime. So with that, we'll hopefully we'll carry on his memory, and he'll live. He'll be a memory and be in our hearts. So with that, we'll say 73 and turn back over. K4XM.
All right, Chris. Thanks for checking in, and appreciate those comments. Yeah, I remember when I first met Dallas. We used to work some bike races, and he had this big blue GMC truck, and I mentioned that to him a while back. I remembered that, and he was really seemed like he was surprised that I remembered that. He's like, "Yeah, that was years ago." All right, up next we have W4HAY. Good evening.
Well, good evening, everybody. There's not much going on, just trying to dodge the heat. Still playing with that little nano VNA device and learning what I can do and can't do with it. But other than that, everything's just about okay.
Okay, Herman, thanks for checking in tonight. Good to have you on the net, and hope you have a good evening. Up next, we've got Dwayne, KD4NT. Good evening, Dwayne.
Adam and everybody on the net. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, Dallas. I didn't know him for very long, but it was always positive when I was around him. First time I ever met him was on my very first field day, and he was trying to show me how to do APRS, and yeah, he was a real welcoming guy. But my heart goes out to the family, Donna and all of them. I hope they're doing okay, and if there's anything in the world they need, just give me a call. Be glad to do it. Anyway, I guess I'll give it back to Nat. KD4NT 73.
Okay, Dwayne, thanks for checking in, and I really appreciate when you took president, and you and I had that meeting together at McDonald's that day, and you asked me to stay on and do the last calls, because this one definitely meant a lot to me. Up next, we've got KD4WMX. Good evening, Ken.
Good evening. That bell's on the net.
Yeah, Ken, you were real scratchy through most of that. I think we got bits and pieces, but got kind of the gist of it and everything. Yeah, it was real scratchy, so I'm not sure what was going on, because I think you usually are pretty good into this repeater, but that's probably a good opportunity for me to mention that the Mears 443 net tomorrow, I'll be doing the last call for Dallas over there as well, so hopefully everybody can join us for that one and check in. Up next we have KD4DWB. Good evening, Bonnie.
Adam and everybody on the net. I really didn't have much to say, but I'll just go ahead and do an in and out, if you please, sir. KD4DWB.
Okay, Bonnie, thanks for checking in. Good to have you on the net tonight. Up next, we've got N4TLB. Good evening, Les.
This is November 4, Tango Lima Bravo, Les in Johnson City. Really didn't know Dallas all that well, just being a member a little over 2 years and everything. I know condolences and prayers go out to his family. I know he'll surely be missed and everything like that. So anyway, I'll say 73. This is November 4, Tango Lima Bravo, Les in Johnson City.
Okay, Les, thanks for checking in tonight, and good to have you on the net. And we've got one more, and then we'll take some more check-ins after that. We've got Sam, KR4COF.
And good evening to you, Adam. I think it's so nice what you're doing, professional and kind. I wish that the family finds peace at this time. I only got to speak to Dallas one time, and I thought there's another military man that I'd like to get to know. Thank you for taking the net and doing such a fine job. I wish everyone here on the net 73s and all the best. This is KR4COF.
All right, Sam, thanks for checking in tonight. Thanks for everything you do for the Mears Club, and good to have you on the net tonight. All right, that brings us to the end of the list, so we'll open the floor up once again for any additional check-ins. Any stations, please call now.
Greg and Bristol.
Greg, it kind of cut you off there on your call sign. Can I get your call sign, please?
Charlie Bravo Echo.
Okay, I got the Charlie Bravo Echo, and I'm not sure if it's on my end or the repeater, but it clipped you there at the first of it.
Roger. KR4 CBE.
All right, I got you that time. Yeah, so sorry about that. We'll hang in there till we get it. Any other stations, please call now. Well, hearing none, let's go back to Greg for some comments. Good evening, Greg.
I was probably a little quick on the mic. It's probably what's causing the problem. I'm new to the ham, the ham world and stuff, and learning as I go. But I didn't know Dallas personally, but I heard a lot of guys talk about him, and it sure seemed like he was outstanding feller. And I know he'll be missed in the ham world, that's for sure. And he was always, from what I understand, he was always ready to help anyone in the ham radio, and that's the big thing for someone starting out. And he'll rarely be missed. I didn't know him personally, like I say, but family, and I pray that
Okay, Greg, thanks for checking in tonight. It clipped you off at the end of the transmission that time, but anyway, we'll go ahead and open it up. We'll see if there's any other stations that would like to check in, or anyone that would like to recheck and make any comments. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. I'd just like to say that I've considered Dallas a friend since I met him when I first got my ham ticket over 30-some years ago, and I've been in and out of the hobby, but every time I came back, Dallas was always there. He's always willing to help. I was a 15-year-old kid when I got my ham license, and one of the local hams took a power supply over to Dallas, and that was messed up, and Dallas fixed it up for me, and they gave it to me to kind of help keep me on the air. I just had a little HT, and and whatnot. And he's helped me out with stuff like that over the years. When I wanted to record the club programs, he gave a camera to do that with, and just countless other things. Like I would spend all night trying to name everything, but in summary, I've considered him a friend all these years. I've considered him a mentor. Looked up to him as a ham and as a person. I believe he lived his life as an example outside of just the hobby, but also in the hobby, and he is definitely going to be greatly missed. So does anyone, before we close, have anything else for the net tonight? Okay, hearing none, we, as far as total check-ins goes, whenever I do a last call, I use NetLogger. I always list the silent key as the first check-in, and then of course I count myself on there as well. So with that being considered, we had a total number of 17 check-ins this evening. Thanks to each of you for taking the time to check into the net. This is N4NT, closing the Bristol 440 net at 9:25 p.m. and returning the KD4CCO repeater back to normal amateur use. 7-3, and good night.